What up? In this video, I'm going to be as real as possible and talk about my honest truths about getting rich quick and making money in trading. We all trade to make money and we want to make our lives better, but sometimes this could be our greatest obstacle for success. I'm going to talk about in this video what not to do if you want to be successful, with some really bad habits that you should avoid. And then at the end, I'm going to go over what you should do to improve if you want to become consistent with consistent profits. It's going to be a very good video. I'm going to highlight some key topics. But before we begin, if you want a very good trading resource, I'm going to link my Instagram in the description below at InvestaTrade. I post daily trading recaps on here, along with very good trading tips and tricks that you're really not going to find anywhere else. Link is in the description below. You're definitely missing out if you're not following it. But now let's get right into the video. Before we get into the charts, the first thing I want to say is trading is probably one of the best things, or one of the best jobs, because our upside is unlimited. We can make so much amount of money in a specific period of time if we understand the proper things to the market. But one of the biggest problems is if we trade solely to make that money and as fast as possible, we are just hurting ourselves more than benefiting ourselves, and we're just setting ourselves up for failure. How many people here, comment in the comments below, made a good amount of money at one point and then some point in the future completely lost it all with the market because they thought they were on top of the world and they tried to make much more money than they already made? One of the biggest things that I see is people find or claim day trading's easy. They think they know it all, or they think they've figured it all out. It's a common misconception in the community because you have all of these fake traders promoting strategies that work 100% of the time. There are tons of traders sucking in new traders that have zero experience, zero clue about the market, about a system that could generate them monthly income of $2,000 a month just using a simple system and pressing one click of a button. Or they show a strategy that works 100% of the time. All you have to do is this and you get this out of it. You also have the traders that promote Rolexes, fancy cars, Lamborghinis, big houses, sick vacations, and they bring this sort of fake figure in the industry of trading where it is possible. I'm not going to bash any of this, but it gives the wrong impression to new traders or traders who are trying to learn the proper things about the market. It gives this false illusion, and everybody at this point thinks it's easy because if he could do it, I could do it, which is completely true. But other people are on their own path where they have more years of experience. They've been doing this more often than not. They've taken losing trades and learned from those losses. Whereas someone who is just learning to begin to day trade, they get this false sense of hope that they could do it too and that they could do it fast because they see others with it. One thing I also have to say is there's no holy grail. If you see someone saying that they have something that works 100% of the time, it makes them X amount of bucks a month, it's 95% of the time is completely false. These people are not educating new traders with proper information about the market. They're claiming all these false things, and they're also making these traders try to follow alerts, which trading alerts are probably one of the worst thing that you could follow as the bell closes. If you follow trading alerts, I can guarantee you are setting yourself up for failure because no one in this is going to hold your hand besides yourself. You are the only person that's going to make you money, and if you follow other people blindly, you may be able to make short-term money, but in the long term, you are not going to be consistent and you are not going to be making money, and you'll probably lose more than you will win. It's like teaching someone how to fish versus giving them the fish. If you want the fish to be given to you, you are not going to learn how to prepare your food in the future if you don't know how to fish yourself. Another common thing that I see with these get rich quick traders, which why they struggle, is because they don't have a process, they don't have an edge, and they can't execute based off of their own conviction. I cannot stress how important this is. You have to follow your process. You have to first also identify what your process is. You need to have an edge. Your edge gives you an advantage over the competition, and then you need to execute those two things without your emotions getting involved, and that simply is going to lead to profits. I see this all of the time. it sucks seeing, but these are the traders that lose the most amount of money, is they go into the market without a valid plan. They don't know where they're buying, they don't know where they're selling, they don't have a stop loss, they don't have a take profit, and they have no valid reason to enter based off of an edge or their process. These traders also go into the market blindly, and if you go into the market blindly, you are going to lack confidence. I could only imagine if you don't understand what's going on in the market, how do you have confidence to put a trade on? And how do you expect to have longevity out of that if you don't have confidence or conviction? These traders, hate to say it, simply don't know what they're doing. They operate on a whim. They buy when others buy, they sell when others sell. I won't lie, this has happened to me. Everything that I'm mentioning in this video happened to me when I first started trading. I was a victim to all of this. I would operate on a whim. I would wake up 5 minutes before the market opened, unprepared, and just buy when I saw something going up or sell when I saw something going down. Now, for example, this NVIDIA chart right here, right? This thing slowly started moving down in the first 10 minutes of the market open. If we wake up and we see NVIDIA dropping 4 or 5 points, what are we going to do? We're going to try to hop on the bearish side, whether we're playing puts or shorting the equity. We're going to try to capitalize on a bearish position. Unprepared with a plan, we would not have realized we had a demand imbalance here where the market has a high probability of bouncing to the upside. This would have been a golden opportunity to take the market long if we simply understood we had a demand zone here and planned out for it, got valid confirmation, respected our risk. We would have had a valid long side trade where this thing absolutely ripped. Pretty sure the NVIDIA 195 calls on Thursday went up like 1,500% from low to high, which is pretty crazy. But you need to have a plan. You need to have structure. You can't just buy something because it's going up. You can't just sell something when it's going down. You need structure. Structure gives you your edge. Your edge gives you confidence. Your confidence gives you conviction. Your conviction will lead you to profits. I cannot stress that enough. If I don't have a valid plan before the trade is put on, then I don't have a trade to put on. I need to have everything planned out, not set in stone because I need to react a little bit and be flexible. But I need to have a good sense of structure before any trade can be put on. And this is what I feel like a lot of traders lack because they don't understand this. They think they could just buy something because they see it moving up 10% or sell something because they see it coming down, or they read bad news about it and they think it's going to go down, or hear something good on TV or hear a good tip from a friend and they buy it just because they could see it going up. You need to trade based off of facts, not based off of your emotions. It goes a long way. I lied earlier. This is probably the biggest mistake traders make about getting rich. They get rich because they're attached to the money. Now, we all trade to make money, like I said, but you need to detach yourself from the money. It's normal because we see other people making tons of money, posting profits, these watches, these houses, like I said earlier. You see it all from the outside. You don't see it from the inside. I could show you profits, I could show you watches, I could show you cars. How is that going to make you a better trader? You're going to see it from the outside. You're not going to see it from the inside of me. The long nights that I've studied, the amount of losing trades that I've taken that acted as building blocks for my future success. You're not going to see everything that goes on the inside and my thought process. You're just going to see the success from the outside. And this rubs off a bad impression to these new traders because they see other people making tons of money. Everyone's journey will be different. This is why the money is not important. You are in your own process of carving your own path. You're not focusing on others. You're not building anybody else's path. You're on your own journey, so focus on yourself. Comparison is the ingredient to blowing up your account. You compare yourself, oh, he just made 5,000 bucks today on the same trade that I took, but I only made 100 bucks. That comparison subconsciously will affect your trades in the future, and it's going to completely blow you up. Another thing too is small gains compound daily. Base hits for me are better than home runs. Someone that can make 100 bucks consistently a day is more impressive to me than someone that just made 5,000 bucks one time, but their next trade they lost 5,500 bucks. So small gains are more important, percent gains are more important, and base hits will add up better than home runs. I What really changed my trading was detaching from the money. It's easier said than done because we see numbers all day long and we do these calculations in our head. You need to detach yourself from the money. The money is a byproduct. It is a complete game changer when you have that. I get 100 messages a day. Do you think X amount of bucks is good to start? How much do you think you could grow a $10,000 account into? It is the wrong approach. You need to get the money aspect out of trading, out of your head, because the money will follow if you follow your process, because your process will make you money. If I don't go into the market every day wanting to make money, I go into the market every day to hit my setups because I know my setups will make me money. Before I hit the buy button on my computer, I don't think about how much I can make or how much I can lose. I think about if I follow my process, my losses are going to be limited and my wins are going to exceed my losses because it's what's going to make me money in the long run. We are risk takers. That is the only thing we can gauge. We can't gauge the money because this is a infinite game where we don't know how much we can make. We don't know how much we can lose. We just have to put risk on the table and manage that risk properly. When we do that, the money will follow. Follow your process. It's much more important than the money. Believe me, if you're one of those people where you just want to make a crap ton of money, you got the wrong approach. Focus on the process. Understand what your process is. Process-oriented traders are much higher likely to succeed than traders who are just trying to swing for home runs because eventually you will strike out. Believe me. And these traders are also not educated properly about the true components to success in the market. They're educated on the wrong things, and these bad habits are so hard to remove because you ingrain them in yourself versus learning at the jump the proper things about the market. So if I have to leave you with anything, it's context is king. A strong contextual trader can find success in any market. Learn to build context. Supply demand moves the market. Nothing can physically move price other than price and volume itself. Those are the most important indicators. When I first started trading, I had the RSI, MACD, 100 different indicators. My chart would look a mess, which would just confuse me. It would cause noise, and it would harm me more than benefit me. None of those things can move price or can move the market other than price and volume itself. Supply and demand, buyers and sellers move the market. When you combine that with context, you have a killer strategy. Ask anybody at InvestiTrade. And everybody in InvestiTrade knows how process oriented I am. It's all about the process. It's so important to plan out everything that goes on. I post pre-market plans every single day in my Discord about what I'm watching, what could potentially happen. It's so important to plan out, understand your process, be patient enough for your edge to be present, trade when your edge is present, execute with as little emotions as possible, and a few things are going to happen. You're going to have a small loss, you're going to break even, you're going to have a small win, or you're going to have a big win. If you have a big loss, you're doing something wrong. This will boil down to your emotions and psychology. Everybody knows how much I stress the emotional aspect of trading and the psychological side to trading. This, emotions and psychology, if you don't know them and you're just trading without knowing yourself and you're trying to learn the market, you are putting your own roadblock in front of you. The market's a game the market is a game of you versus you. You are your greatest opponent. If you can't master your emotions and you can't master your psychology, you need to know the proper things about the market, work on your emotions, work on your psychology, become process oriented, and completely detach from the money. Don't look at the typical stereotypes of day traders wearing Rolexes, Lambos, and stuff like that. Focus on you. You're on your own path. You're following your own journey, and you're going to get to your own destination. So I think I'm going to leave you all on that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. I want to get this message out to a lot of traders. There's a lot of wrongdoing in this trading industry, so I'm trying to make a difference and get you all to understand what I feel and where my head's at, because I've been doing this for a while now. Drop a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, feedback, I appreciate it. Also, if you really want to learn more, check out the links in the description below. I offer a very in-depth and educational course that will come with access to the Discord and no extra cost. But besides that, I'm going to end it. Peace out.